I'm not gonna make this too short, but it's I'm drinking. This is my second beer, and I was just thinking. As a joke came up about not just drinking and driving, about mad mothers against drunk drivers. And yeah, you know what? When you're intoxicated, uh, you have limited response. Except from my understanding, you get like muscles. You start to you get aggressive behind the wheel as well. But you also have a corrupted or limited response time a lot of times, depending how much you drank. But I was thinking like there's so many accidents, car accidents in the United States. You know, before I went into the liquor store, I was driving. It's this it's this main avenue and there's a side street, but it's just so tight and it's like it's the street that I was driving on, the main avenue, it's just always so congested, so busy. It's hard to get up on the street and actually you become impatient. But this guy, Renee, I was driving, I was like, I don't know, 50, 75 feet away from him, maybe something like that. And I had to slam my brakes. Last second, he just pulled out, and it's like I had to slap on my brakes. Well, now I would have crashed right into him. I mean, that's a reckless, careless driver. And then I looked. After that, I looked behind me. There was nobody there. You know, all he had to do is wait for me to pass, and like one or two cars passed, and then he could have went and he would have been not as I would have been as agitated as angry. But was he drunk? Probably even not. Because I see a lot of people they just have no common sense or logic. Like they have no common sense of like it's like it's being just having a forethought about the other person as well. And having a logic. You're like, all right, there's two cars over here on going to the east side. That guy's going west. That's like he'll be gone in like 5-7 seconds. They'll be gone in 10-15 seconds. All I have to wait is 15 seconds, and there'll be no one east or west driving, and I could just assimilate accordingly. No, he took the chance, the gamble, just to get in front of two cars and including myself. It's that level of carelessness. Like, that's not, someone that is drunk or high or anything like that. Sober people do that. I work with people like that. They just like, they want to hurry, 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 this and that. It's like, why don't you just wait a little bit and you can save, all that frustration nonetheless. It's just like, I don't know if it's like we're living in this congested place where everyone's trying to save a couple seconds, this, that, everyone's trying to save a dollar, a couple pennies, but it just becoming ridiculous. On a larger scale, and maybe I shouldn't get into it right now, it's like all this cheap stuff that people buy just to save a dollar. When in reality, it promotes a lot of danger, unhealthy behavior, like for the environment, mass production, and eventually, I mean, it could go on and on. It just creates, not just inflation, but just a lot of things that just it shouldn't even exist. But it's about that that not just stigma of alcohol driving. I mean, drunk driving, that's pretty bad. But sober people in their own right could cause an accident like you wouldn't believe. You know, an account of their negligence and carelessness and lack of patience.